Once upon a time, there were 3 bears. They lived in a cozy cottage in the middle of a forest glade. There was a great big father bear, a middle-sized mother bear, and a wee baby bear. Mother bear made a good healthy breakfast of porridge for the bear family every morning. One particular morning, their breakfast porridge was too hot to eat, so they decided to go for a walk in the forest. While they were out, a little girl called Goldilocks came wandering through the trees. She had woken up early and was very bored. She was looking to get into some mischief. When she came across the bear's house, she peered through the windows. She couldn't see anyone inside. Feeling especially naughty, she pushed open the door. In the room was a table with 3 different-sized chairs. One was very large, one was middle-sized, and one was very small. On the table, she spied the 3 bowls of porridge. They were just like the chairs, one big, one medium, and one small. It was getting later in the morning, and Goldilocks was getting hungry. She licked her lips, snuck across the room, and tried out the biggest chair. It wasn't very comfortable. She tried some of the porridge from the big bowl, but it was too salty. Goldilocks jumped off, tried the middle-sized chair instead. This chair was a bit more comfy, but when she tried the porridge, it was far too sweet. Goldilocks hopped off the medium chair and gave the little chair a go. It was very comfy. She slurped porridge from the littlest bowl. Delicious! This chair and this porridge were just right. She ate every last bit of it. After all that munching, she leaned back in the chair. Crack! She had leaned back too far, and the chair broke underneath her. Goldilocks was feeling very full and tired of her mischief, so she went to look for a napping spot. Upstairs, there was a great big bed, a middle-sized bed, and a tiny little bed. She tried out all the beds to see which she liked best. She messed up all the bed covers and sent feathers flying into the air when she bounced on them. The big bed was very hard and far too big. Then she tried the middle-sized bed, but that was far too soft. Lastly, she climbed into the tiny little bed. It was perfect. Goldilocks was soon fast asleep, cozy, warm, and full of porridge. Soon enough, the 3 bears came back from their walk. They saw at once that someone had been in their house. "Someone has been sitting in my chair," growled Father Bear. "Someone has been sitting in my chair," howled Mother Bear. "Someone has broken my chair," squeaked Baby Bear. "And someone has eaten all my porridge." The bears were very upset. Who had broken their things and eaten their food? They didn't know anyone who would be so rude. They were so upset that they decided to go for a lie down. When they got upstairs, they saw at once that their beds had been messed with. Baby Bear began to weep and squeak. Daddy Bear was very angry. "Who's been sleeping in our beds?" he roared. He was so loud that Goldilocks woke up in terror. Father Bear growled very loudly when he saw her head pop up from under the covers, and she was so scared that she jumped right out of the window. Goldilocks didn't make it very far at all. Outside the window, she was caught in the mother bear's rose bushes. She cried and wailed as she struggled in the bush. She knew she was about to get into lots of trouble. Father Bear went outside and gave her a good talking to. "See here, girl," he said, "you have broken our furniture, eaten our food, and messed up our beds. What have you got to say for yourself?" "Bears, I didn't think anyone would be upset. I was just bored and then hungry. And then I was sleepy," said Goldilocks in a sheepish voice. "I'm very sorry if I made you sad." The bears made Goldilocks cook them some new porridge, tidy the beds, and glue the chair back together. She was there all day helping them, but at least she wasn't bored anymore. She learned her lesson. Anything that wasn't hers, she would treat with more respect. She never wanted to get a fright like that again.